is that sin is sin no matter what. And in God's eyes, sin is sin. In man's eyes, we put sin on a scale. We say, well, this sin is worse than this sin, and this sin is better than this sin. For instance, murder and divorce. In America, we say, wow, divorce, it's acceptable. It's not against the law. I mean, it's bad to do, but hey, we're not gonna go that far out to stop it. Whereas murder, it's, if you murder someone, you're gonna be doing time for life. And both of those to God are sin. And so it's the same with homosexuality. It's a sin. And God isn't saying that I'm telling you that this is a sin and so you shouldn't do it because I'm God and I'm telling you not to do it. All sin is given as sin. It's told this is sin, murder is sin, lying is sin, cheating is sin, because in the end, all it causes is misery. All it causes is harm. And in the beginning, it seems fun, and even, a couple years in, it seems like a great thing, just like when you start getting addicted to drugs, and right away, it seems fun, there's a thrill to it. And then later on, you see the consequences, you see the effects of it, and you realize, wow, yeah, I guess God was right. I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened. I shouldn't have sinned. I shouldn't have gone down this path, because now look at my life. I'm addicted to drugs and I can't get out of it. And every sin has its own consequences. But the important thing is that we understand as humans that we all sin. It says in the Bible we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. And it's only by Jesus Christ that we are saved. And so can a homosexual be saved? Of course. Of course a homosexual can be saved. But then the point after that is, just like God does with any sinner, is when they come to know Jesus and they accept Jesus in their life and they're saved, God starts to do a work within them, and their heart changes and their desires change. And they don't desire the same things that they used to desire. And I know a lot of people who used to be homosexual, and they got saved, and it didn't change right away, but slowly God started to work on their heart, and they realized why they became homosexual in the first place. And God started to do a work in them, and they started to open their lives back up, and they came back to being attracted to women and being free from that sin. And so it goes beyond just saying, you're a sinner and that's disgusting what you do and whatever it is that people say, but that God loves every person. It says in the Bible that He longs for every person to be saved, no matter if you're a murderer, no matter if you're a rapist, no matter if you've done the most horrible thing in life. He desires for you to be saved and to have a heart change and to live the fullness of life that He is designed for us to have. And that is between a man and a woman, to reproduce, to have children, and to serve God and worship God, and to live in blessing. And so I guess that's where I'll end, but I think it's important for us to realize that sin is sin, and homosexuality is a sin just like any other sin, lying or whatever. But the difference is that after you accept Jesus in your life, He will begin to work on you. Your heart begins to melt, and He starts to reveal to you why you are this way in the first place, and you begin to have new desires and new fulfillment in life. And that's it. So I would appreciate any comments